Hey listeners, welcome to English Made Simple, where we help you finally break down the barriers to speaking fluently.
Honestly, it is so great to be here for today's deep dive.
Yeah, I'm really excited about this one because we are tackling something today that is like a core frustration for pretty much everyone listening.
Oh, definitely. The absolute biggest hurdle.
Right. It's that feeling where, you can understand English perfectly well. Like you read the articles, you watch the movies without subtitles, and it all makes sense.
Yeah, your comprehension is like 100%.
Exactly. But then the second it's time to actually speak, it's like your brain just shuts down. You completely freeze up.
You're definitely not alone in that. I mean, millions of people deal with this exact same paralysis every single day.
It's so frustrating. You have these smart, complex thoughts, but you just can't speak them fluently.
It really is. But that's exactly why in today's deep dive, we are going to explore 4 powerful, proven tips to help you get past this.
Yes.
These are tips that help millions of people speak better English every single day.
Okay, so let's jump right into it. Tip number 1. What's the first major hurdle we need to look at?
Right. So the first thing is something we call the translation trap.
The translation trap. Okay, what does that mean exactly?
Well, it's that habit of translating every single word in your head before you speak.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I think we all do that. Like you think of the sentence in your native language first, right?
Exactly. You think of it in your native language, and then you try to swap out each word for the English version one by one.
Right. And then you have to figure out the grammar too.
Yeah, and that is exactly why it fails. I mean, it just makes speaking incredibly slow and honestly highly stressful.
Because your brain is doing too much work.
Precisely. Your brain gets completely stuck trying to jump back and forth between 2 entirely different languages in real time.
It's kind of like driving a car with the parking brake on, isn't it?
Oh, that's a great way to put it.
Yeah, like you're pressing the gas, you're working twice as hard, but you're only going half the speed, and the engine is just like screaming.
Exactly. You're burning all this mental fuel just to get one basic sentence out.
Right. So if we shouldn't translate word by word, how do we actually form a thought? Like, what's the alternative?
So the secret here is to learn short sentences, not single words.
Short sentences. Okay.
Yeah, you have to capture a full idea. Instead of building the sentence from scratch every time, you just use a pre-made block of words.
Can you give me, like, an example of that?
Sure. Think about the phrase, I want to sleep.
Okay, I want to sleep.
Right. If you're stuck in the translation trap, your brain is looking up the word for I, then the word for want, then to, then sleep.
Which takes forever.
It does. But native speakers don't do that. They just remember the complete block. I want to sleep.
Oh, I get it. So it's just one single unit of meaning.
Exactly. When you are super tired at the end of a long day, you don't have the energy to translate sequentially. You just use that full sentence every time.
You just grab the whole block and say it.
Yes. No translation, just pure usage.
That makes a lot of sense. But, okay, moving to the next point. Once you have these full ideas memorized, like these chunks or blocks,
Right.
you obviously need a safe space to practice them.
Absolutely. Practice is everything.
But what if you don't have a teacher? Or, what if you don't have an English-speaking partner to practice with?
This brings us to tip number 2, which is the solution to that exact problem. You have to talk to yourself in English.
Wait, really? Just like out loud to yourself?
Yes, really, out loud. It sounds a little crazy, but it is incredibly effective.
Okay, I have to ask, why does that actually work? It feels, I don't know, a bit silly.
It can feel silly at first, but the mechanics behind it are so important. Speaking isn't just mental, it's physical.
Physical, like muscles.
Exactly. When you talk to yourself, you are physically training your mouth muscles to speak the language naturally.
Oh, wow. Never really thought about it like that.
Yeah, your jaw, your tongue, your lips, they all need to get used to making these new sounds. And doing it alone builds your confidence without any pressure.
That's amazing. So how would we actually do this? Like, just during mundane daily tasks?
Yeah, everyday stuff is perfect. Narrating your morning routine is a great place to start.
Oh, I love that. Let's role play this slightly. So I wake up, I walk into the kitchen.
Then what do you say?
I would say out loud, I'm making coffee.
Perfect.
Mm.
And then maybe you check the kettle and say, the water is hot.
Right. And then I open the cupboard. I need a clean cup.
Exactly. And as you pour it, you think, this coffee smells good.
This coffee smells good. Yeah, that's actually really fun. And, if you've been enjoying listening to this, consider subscribing.
Yes, definitely do that. But See how easy that morning routine is.
It is. It's so low stakes. You aren't worried about making a mistake because nobody is listening.
Exactly. You are just getting those reps in, training those mouth muscles.
Okay, but this brings up a practical limitation for me.
What's that?
Well, you can't always talk to yourself out loud, right? Like, especially at work or if you're sitting on a crowded bus, people are going to look at you like you're crazy.
Yeah, you probably shouldn't be muttering to yourself on a quiet train.
Right. So how do you keep the momentum going when you have to be quiet?
That leads perfectly into tip number 3.
Mm.
Thinking in English all day long.
Thinking in English. Okay.
Yeah. This completely changes everything. It trains your brain to stay in English mode.
English mode. I like that.
It's vital because it allows you to grow and practice even when you aren't physically speaking.
But does this mean I need to write a mental essay? Like forming huge, complicated paragraphs in my head?
No, not at all.
Yeah.
That's a huge misconception. It's actually much simpler than that.
Oh, thank goodness, because that sounds exhausting.
It would be. No, you just describe simple things you see in your mind as you go through your day.
Like basic observations.
Exactly. Let's list off some examples. Say you wake up and look outside.
Okay, I look out the window and I just think in my head, it's a beautiful morning.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Or you're on that bus and you notice someone across from you. You might think, he looks tired.
Right. Or I'm walking past a store window looking at the clothing and I think, that dress is blue.
Yes. Or even a sudden realization, like you're walking to the office and you pat your pocket.
Oh, and I think, I forgot my keys.
Exactly. Just those quick, instant thoughts.
So it's just about, like, keeping the language active in your brain without overcomplicating it.
Yes.
Yes.
It bridges the gap between learning English and actually living in it.
That is such a good way to look at it, living in it.
Yeah.
But to narrate your life, whether it's out loud in the kitchen or in your head on the bus, you need the right vocabulary.
You absolutely do. You need the building blocks.
Right. But I feel like traditional studying often leads us down the wrong path here. Like, we just memorize lists of random words.
Oh, definitely. And that brings us to the 4th and final tip. Learn phrases, not words.
Phrases, not words.
Yes. Many people waste so much time trying to memorize long, endless lists of single words.
Like flashcards.
Exactly. Flashcards with one word on them. But single words are simply not enough to communicate.
It's kind of like, it's like buying a pile of bricks without knowing how to use a mortar.
Oh, that's a fantastic analogy.
Right. Because you have all these individual bricks, which are the words, but you can't build a wall without the connections. The wall is just going to fall over.
It will. You need real, useful sentences. The mortar is what holds it all together.
So how does learning phrases give us the mortar?
Well, let's take a really simple example. Let's use the word apple.
Okay, apple.
If you just memorize apple, all you have is a brick. You can point at an apple, but you can't really talk about it.
Right, you're just a person yelling apple at people.
Exactly. Instead, you need to learn functional phrases. You expand it.
Okay, let's bounce some examples back and forth. Instead of just apple, I could learn, I eat an apple every morning.
Yes. Or you could say, she bought some green apples.
Or a question like, do you like apples?
Exactly. Look at what's happening there. You aren't just learning a fruit. You're learning the grammar, the sentence structure, the plurals, all built into the phrase.
It's like you're getting the whole package.
You really are. It gives you immediate, usable tools rather than isolated, useless vocabulary.
You can just pull that tool out of your toolbox and use it right away without thinking.
Without translating.
Which brings us right back to the beginning.
Huh.
Avoiding the translation trap.
It's all connected. If you learn phrases, you don't have to translate. If you don't have to translate, you don't freeze up.
Wow, okay. This has been such a great breakdown.
It really is a game changer for people.
So just to summarize the takeaway for everyone listening, you shouldn't wait for the perfect time to start learning English or practicing these tips.
No, absolutely not. The time to start is today.
Right. And those core steps, again, speak to yourself out loud.
Think in English all day long.
And practice every single day, even if it's just for 10 minutes.
10 minutes is all it takes to start building that habit.
Yeah, you just have to be consistent with it.
Exactly. In fact, I want to leave everyone with a final challenge right now.
Oh, a challenge. I love it. What is it?
Look around the room right now, wherever you are listening to this. What is one object you can describe using a full English phrase without translating it in your head first?
Ooh, that's really good. One full phrase.
Try it right now.
Yeah.
Just bypass the native language entirely.
That is a perfect way to start applying this immediately.
Yeah.
Well, this has been an incredible deep dive. Thank you so much.
Thank you. It was great.
Don't forget to like this video and drop a comment sharing your thoughts.